Oh my goodness.
All right. Hello. Welcome back, everybody. We are back from spring break now. If you're watching during spring break, well, I was still here. I was here every day. But you were not here. No. So welcome back, Dragon.
Took a mental break to do absolutely nothing. But mental break are mental breaks for a reason. And I am revived. I feel rejuvenated. I don't know. There's just something.
What is this?
There's just something. And look at that. He's going for P2. Oh, right.
Yeah, you guys can't see what just happened, but we had a VOD get put up onto our screen, so we couldn't see the stream view for a second. But don't worry, you guys didn't see that. Oh. It was just us. But
I don't know. It looks like he was chowing outer and going to thin, but that's just me. But like, I don't know. Something just feels like the different energy around here. The air feels more.
My English was so bad.
It feels great. I don't know. It's just a new vibe.
Yeah, and I definitely get what you mean, but of course that's some back end stuff. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Rocket League.
What are you talking about? I wasn't talking about that. I'm in my break. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Well, dude, I don't know, man. There's a lot going on around.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I was talking about me having that mental break.
Well, whatever. We're here to talk about Rocket League anyways. So today we've got just one matchup for you. Originally, it was scheduled to be a doubleheader, but during some point today that ended up getting changed. It's now going to be a match today, a match Thursday, and a match Friday. Thursday, we'll not be able to stream that match. We will have Kellogg's finishing up his ECAC regular season on stream. And then Friday, we will be able to bring you that matchup with Southern Miss Rocket League, and they will be finishing out the regular season in NACE there. Now, currently, they are tied for second overall with like 3 other teams. They're 3-1, and the other teams have like varying records. So NACE is just kind of weird. I don't really know why it's like that, but welcome to league spot, to be honest with you, because the records get messed up a little bit. But here for Southern Miss, they're currently ranked number 30 in the country, and Mizzou all the way up at number 17. Now, Southern Miss were, I believe, 21st, the poll previous to the most recent one. And then they fell 16 spots. CRL up in 3 was really the biggest hampering of that. They also lost to Radford in the CCC qualifiers for a spot in the second week of qualies. So that was a big hampering as well. That Radford team also got put up to, I think, like 18 or something like that because of it. So a lot of work to be done for the Southern Miss squad if they want to continue climbing the rankings, because absolutely they can. And now, they obviously have a tough challenge tonight in Mizzou. Mizzou is one of the better teams that they will play this semester, at least in NACE, outside of other competitions like CRL and CECC. The team here in Mizzou is going to be the main one that is going to cause problems, I would say. Yeah. A lot of the other teams just are not great compared to the Southern Miss squad. And speaking of, Mizzou is 3-2 overall, but their 2 losses are not played losses. They are forfeit losses. Those come to Stony Brook and Kansas, I think the 2 worst teams in the entire conference.
That's weird.
Take that as you will.
Take that as you will, but at the same time, having 2 forfeits, isn't there a rule stating that if you forfeit like more than like twice, like you are not supposed to be playing?
No comment, because I know the rule, and No comment. But this Mizzou team is technically one of 4 tied for second place. But again, they have 2 losses. Southern Miss has 1, and they're considered the same place. I don't know how that works. Maybe my math is bad, but last time I checked, 3-1 and 3-2 are 2 different records. So take whatever, sure. But in previous weeks of NACE for Southern Miss, they have looked really, really good. Now, the quality of competition has not been great. This is NACE Varsity Premier, but this is the American Esports Conference, one of the conferences that stays the same compared to the other ones that will change up every semester. This is one of 2 that stay the same, the Super Conference and then the American Esports Conference, which is this one. Southern Miss, I don't remember what it was the last time these 2 played, but these 2 played, I think, 3 separate times last semester, so the series was likely leaning in Mizzou's favor. That's just off of memory, which has not always been my strong suit. So maybe I'm completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right there. This match was also initially scheduled for last Monday, got moved to today. Doesn't really matter, but spring break was last week, so players were not necessarily around, and we had to move some matches around, and that was one of them. It was originally, again, as I said earlier, supposed to be a doubleheader, but things got moved around there too. So we'll have this match today. They'll have another match on Thursday, and then they'll have another match on Friday, and then they'll be done with the regular season for NACE.
Gotcha. Heard. Well, I mean, hopefully they able to win out and have a great little playoff run, which we will like to have all of our teams in our beloved programs to have a chance to. But speaking of teams going on, further this week, what else do we have other than, our beloved Rocket League? I mean, of course, they're playing on Thursday. You did mention about Madden on Thursday as well. If Carolux gets to win, he goes automatically to the playoffs. But if he loses, he plays another match. But what else do we have?
So tomorrow we will have Call of Duty. I didn't write down the exact team that they're playing, but I believe they only have 1 match coming towards the end of the second split here already, which feels like we just started because we kind of just did. But you're playing like half the amount of teams you did in the original split, so that's kind of why. Yeah. But that split will end, I believe, tomorrow. If not, it's the week after, but I'm pretty sure it ends tomorrow. Then they'll be waiting a few weeks till the conference championships end, and they have the regional playoffs to look forward to. They've already qualified for regional playoffs. These matches that they've been playing are mainly just for seeding. Last week, they ended up going 1-1. They lost to Florida International, they lost to USF on stream, and they ended up beating out Kaiser Varsity. So 2 very different teams there, but USF was pretty solid overall. I mean, they just look kind of brutal, but this week, hopefully, they're bringing some more stuff back, and especially after that Kaiser series that they desperately needed to win in that second split, and they finally got one. So that's very helpful for them. But for Wednesday, we will have Tekken. The CFGC regular season is officially starting now. The past few weeks, you've been seeing us stream it, but that's just been seeding. They do 4 weeks of seeding, and then they take a week off to get ready for the regular season. And now we finally have that regular season about to start. So we'll be following the Ham and Jade in the regular season there for Tekken starting on Wednesday. Thursday, as we mentioned before, Madden. It'll be Kellogg's, whoever his opponent ends up being, because they don't release opponents until like Tuesday or Wednesday or Tuesday, depending on the week. Sometimes they'll do Wednesday, sometimes they'll do Tuesday. This past week, they waited until Thursday morning to put out opponents, which is match day. Thanks, ESTAC. But regardless, we'll have that match eventually. Mm-hmm. And on Friday, we will just bring you guys the Rocket League match because normally it would be Apex on Fridays, but the match days are over, and they don't have to play on Friday because they've auto-qualified for the semifinal of the stage. So we will bring you guys that semifinal on Saturday, actually, which is awesome. Octane, thank you so much for giving us permission to stream that semifinal. It genuinely, it means a lot because these types of things are very few and far between. You do not get opportunities like that, especially as an individual school, to go and stream an entire semifinal by yourselves. That is so rare. Mm-hmm. And it's genuinely, it means a lot to me to be able to stream that.
Love to see that. Hope Core, we love to see it.
And with Absolutely. That, I guess I'll put it out there now. We're going to be a little more objective in that one because we are the only school streaming that semifinal. There's 20 teams, and there's going to probably be a lot of people that aren't Southern Miss fans in there. So I want to make sure we're covering everybody. And we are going to be a little more objective than what you would normally see. We're not just going to follow Southern Miss in their game. We're going to be following a lot of other teams, keeping track of all the fights going down. And it's just going to be a lot more action to be a part of rather than just 100%. Watching Southern Miss get 35 kills. Well, they're still going to get 20 kills a game. It's not going to change anything.
But we get to watch and care for second and third place.
Yeah, until we realize, Southern Miss is just going to win the whole thing again.
hey, it be what it be sometimes. It just be like that. But at the same time, you just gotta do what you gotta do.
It's literally like Apex is literally just who is chasing Southern Miss today? Who is getting second? Who is getting third? Not who is getting first, because you already know the result there.
Yeah, and as our saying goes, so the miss to the top.
Absolutely.
That's what we're doing in Apex. But as we get ready to go down, we're gonna go shoot for a little 5-minute break, and then we're gonna go straight into gameplay. So Wizard.
We'll be right back.
Oh my god.
And we are into the game. You have Mizzou. You have Southern Miss. We will have to update the logo. I thought I updated it, and apparently I did not. So that's on me. But
the Mizzou Tigers
Astro
became
looking
a
to get on the board
bird.
early. Does not. It's still, yeah. Well, Mizzou's a tiger, and Kansas is a bird. So a little bit different. But we'll figure that out in
It's
a
a
second.
Jayhawk. Get it right, mister.
Yeah, I know it's a Jayhawk.
Getting canceled by KU.
Look at Melodic. Fakes the bump. Almost had it. And Southern Miss are putting on a lot of pressure here early on. Melodic going to send this one out to the wall, but no one home for Southern Miss. Going to get sent to that orange half for just a second. Zath up to Melodic.
Clear.
Sends it mid, looks for the 50, does get some of it. Astro going to have to fly through now. And it's
that's precarious.
Towards the net. Bubs isn't there. Zath, first goal for Southern Miss. They are looking to put the pressure on.
Frostbite absolutely put Mizzou on a precarious situation, accidentally hitting it back towards the goal. Now, I don't know if that was Krim or Bubs trying to do their best, trying to hit it off the crossbar to clear it, but just gave just a clear sight for Zach to get a great finish.
And especially when you don't have boost, those are always very awkward. You're like trying to get as much power as possible, and usually you get nothing. And that's what one of those was. Almost a counter, though, from Krim.
Defense from Zach. Now he's going to take a chance. Dribbling. He's going to leave it off for Melodic. He's going to take a shot. He's going to be a little wide to the right. Now Frostbite has a chance. Little whiff there. Astro comes through. Hit off the wall, but then you have Krim. Good little defense. Zaz takes it up. Do a little dribble, little flick. Gets past one, but can't get past the other.
Yeah, a short reset there. Not going to really be getting the most power on the ball, but you see Melodic doing a good job of holding possession. Gets it all the way back to Zath. Astro taking a 50. Now Zath has a chance to pop it up mid once more, although Krims will be on the backboard ready for it. Melodic is already up for this ball. Now going to send this one mid as well. Astro gets a demo onto Frostbite. Almost gets the bump onto Bubs, but it will not go. So Zath will have to dribble. Looks for Astro, not there as it gets bopped over him. Melodic again going to look for Astro here, but not fast enough. Bubs open shot. Gets blocked by Zath, but not enough defense. And Frostbite will even it at 1-on-1.
Yeah, it comes back and be able to counter from the little deflection from Zath. Leaves it open. Little same situation from the first goal that Southern Miss was able to capitalize on. Mizzou able to capitalize on that one.
Yeah, similar situation, just a little bit of a different way it breaks down. But essentially, yeah, you have that one defender back. They try and get a power touch, but couldn't really do so, especially when it's like a block in that manner that Zath was going for. So you will have yourselves a 1-1 scoreline, but Astro's looking to make it 2-1 in short order. Bubs will get credit for a save, and Zath already there. Melodic is nearly just as fast as Krims on that touch. And the pass out mid isn't going to go. So Zath will have to control. Doesn't have a lot of boost. Needs to go back for the back left pad. He's actually going to get a good dunk. Now leading it to Melodic, who isn't able to get there in time. Astro demoed. Now you have to be careful if your Zath does just that. Out to Melodic, out mid. But Bubs, once again there for Mizzou. Krims going to look to send it downfield. Has one man ahead of him. That's Bubs. But Bubs looked for bumps. Wasn't able to get him. And now Mizzou have to find a different way to get around.
Yep. Good back and forth action. Get a set up for our counterattack here. Gets past one and then goes straight through, untouched, towards Frostbite. A whiff there from Southern Miss. Who was it? That was Astro. Missed the ball, and then Frostbite was able just to get the little tire tap in for a touch goal.
You can see Zath there already rotating out of net as you would expect someone of this caliber to get a touch. So that's just one of those misplays that does not work out very
50-50.
well. And that's very unfortunate. Astro has been really solid this entire semester. I mean, talking about the saves, he has just been incredible so far in all senses of the word, but especially in that save category. That's really been his biggest category. He has 82 saves overall compared to Zath with 65 and Melodic with 56. So
off the wall pinch.
You expect him to get those types of defensive touches.
Yeah, but you know what? Everyone makes mistakes, and Melodic's going to take a shot. Good defense there by Bubs, but he's going to have a little counter touch. Didn't really get anything from that. Bubs able to flick one over. Missed opportunity. But yeah, Astro, he's been playing lights out. Of course, there's going to be some mistakes there, but that one was a little crucial. Hopefully, it doesn't bite Southern Miss in the butt and allows them to lose this match. But, I mean, as we're seeing it, there's a lot of back and forth. So you got to capitalize on any opportunity you have. As a little double touch there from Bubs. Zath take a shot at goal, but Frostbite was there for the save. Astro's going to have a chance to redirect it. Looking precarious. Melodic's going to have a chance to dribble. Krims comes through, gets a good touch. Going to be off the back wall. Zath and him going at it. Looks like Mizzou is going to be an opportunity to score if they get the chance.
Yeah, Zath was there on the backboard, though Astro back touch doesn't go in. Just narrowly avoiding a big disaster on that one. Zath will send it over to Astro on the wall, but Krims is there. Now looking for Melodic. This is the guy you want to hand the ball in the clutch. So it goes for the air bump, doesn't get it onto Bubs. So Southern Miss will have to find a different way through. You've got maybe 1-2 more chances left, and very low boost is Melodic. In fact, low meaning 0. Did not have much of an opportunity there. Astro now trying to dribble it around, not able to get anything on that possession. Melodic sends it to Zath, tries to get a touch on the underside of his car, but isn't able to. Bubs will clear it. One more opportunity for Southern Miss, but they have to get it out of their own half if they want that to happen. Melodic off the wall. Frostbite will be there for just a second. Astro trying to send it out to Zath. Good touch around that first player. Now you've got one opportunity, but you cannot let it hit the ground. As it looks like Crims has at least dribbled it past. Gets a 50 all the way back, pops it up. Southern Miss, can they control? Melodic keeps it in the air for a second, and it's not going to hit the back wall. So game 1 going to go the way of Mizzou.
Well, it looks like that mistake did cost Southern Miss the match. Well, cost Southern Miss the game, unfortunately. And that was a just tough break. Good, clean game from both sides. And, of course, I mean, as you see, I mean, countless shots were put up for both sides of the ball. But, of course, that one little mistake, can't really make those in those situations. But, hey, we still got 5 more. We still got 5 more.
Yeah, still definitely able to get back into this game. That's certainly not an issue here. Is you have the best of 5 for a reason. It's quite rare you see anything less than that outside of like really large brackets where you see best of 3s because you got to play like 50 matches in a day. But here in NACE, of course, you're getting your normal best of 5 series. As Melodic going to contest the first possession by Mizzou, sends it downfield to that blue half. Now Astro going to put it out mid to Zaz. Shot not going to go. It's a little too tall for the back of the net. So Southern Miss not connecting early on these shots. Speaking of these shots, a lot of them, a majority of them have been assisted. Astro not able to get a touch all the way down into the back of the net. 22 assists on 33 goals overall for the NACE season for Southern Miss. And just showing how effective they've been in the passing game so far. But now that you're playing a very big proponent in Mizzou, it makes things so much harder where you have to really rely on that teamwork. And also, not having played matches at all last week has probably not been the most helpful thing either. You do have CRL coming up this weekend, but that's also in the future. So that's not really going to be the most helpful for you at this moment. Melodic, a big touchdown field. Zath not there. Astro is. Shot hits the crossbar again. Southern Miss have been slamming that crossbar so far this series.
Unfortunate. It looked had great potential, but then just sizzled out. Now, Southern Miss has to be able to keep on hammering shots, but as you said before, the ball is attracted to that crossbar. Just another hit, another chance for Southern Miss, but it looks like Bub's going to clear it. Zach's going to be the only one back, able to get a good touch on that. Pass off to Melodic. He's going to hit the back wall. Miss there. Can Astro gets a chance, but no, Krim comes through. No, that's Frostbite comes through. But Zach has a chance. He's going to hit it off the side of the wall. Bub's there again. Melodic taking a double. Great save there by Frostbite. Good redirect from Astro. But looks like Frostbite's going to have a chance to start the counterattack. He's going to do a little dribble action, hit off the wall. Melodic with the bump. Zeth with the clear. And it's going to be back to Mizzou territory.
Yeah, something I'm seeing a lot is the first man on ball is just not having boost almost every single time they go for it. And that's just not, like, you just can't deal with that, especially Melodic. It feels like he hasn't had boost almost the majority of the series at this point. You see he does there, but again, quite low. And I haven't been able to see the rotation as well as I would like to have, but it just feels a little uncharacteristic to see him without boost. Now, he is still an immensely talented player mechanically, even without boost. You see it there, sends it mid despite having 0 in the corner, but that's your man that's taking a lot of shots. So you don't want him to be stifled in the boost category. And you see now when he has boost, he's going for a reset, not able to get there. Astro all the way on the back line, going to get contested by Bubs, but ends up being a high 50, and that's going to roll right into the hands of Frostbite. Won't be able to get much off that touch. Melodic will, again, send it downfield. Here comes Bubs, but he's not going to be able to get there. Zath at 0, Astro at 0, Melodic at 40. So Southern Miss, again, low in the boost category. Just need to find a way to get on the board here. Still a 0-0 game as Bubs dribbles it downfield. A good contest from Astro, but it's going to force Zath into a squishy.
Ooh.
Will get it just narrowly. but Melodic now, the one dribbling downfield, gets
what
demoed.
a
Astra was
demo.
lead blocking, so that ends up not working out. Zath, though, has the opportunity for a shot, reset, makes it a slow roller, but the bottom right is covered from Crims. Melodic now has another opportunity to get to this ball. Actually, we'll head on over to Zath. Doesn't get the underside of the car, so can't go for a reset. Back to Southern Miss, a minute 20 on the clock, and still we are scoreless.
Yeah, great defensive work. And as we say that, good little defense break. Oh, my goodness, off the post for Frostbite. Southern Miss is playing dangerously. Melodic with the save. Zach comes as a backup. Southern Miss, of course, is the main struggle now. A lot of them have boosters. You see right now, they are trying the counterattack, but low in boost.
Whoa.
Starve. What a takeout there from
Bubs got sent to the moon.
from Astro. Zach comes up with a pass. Now 45 seconds. Now Southern Miss, even though they're lacking in boost, they're still hammering shots. Well-quality shots as well, too. But we're going to have Zach. He's going to miss the boost pad and unable to really get a good touch on the ball. Melodic. Let's see what he can do.
Considering where he was. But now down to 30 seconds remaining. Zath will be the one onto this possession. Now going to send it on over mid, and that's a good second touch. Frostbite out. Now you're here if you are Melodic. Looks for the reset. Triples it. Almost puts it through, but will not get there. Now sends it back to the backboard. Bubs clears it away. Here's Frostbite, immediately contested by Zath. Southern Miss have a chance to put the pressure on once more. They just need one shot, one opportunity. Or are they going to let it slip? Zath sends it out mid once again. Is anyone home? Here comes Astro looking for the double. Doesn't get the dunk. Up for Melodic, and this the guy has the boost.
Oh my goodness.
Has the dribble.
Oh my God.
Has Zath
Off
on
the
board. Astro
Oh!
can't finish the shot. We have overtime in game 2.
Oh, my God. That almost looked like a Cinderella-like story ending to the game. You have Melodic being able to do the reset. Great dribble. Leave it off for Zath. Trying to do the double miss, but Astro had a chance to hit on the bottom left corner, but just missed. But as we go to overtime, golden goal. This is where you can't afford to have any break. I mean, it's going to be like close to 6 minutes of not scoring anything. But here's a chance for Mizzou. Melodic able to get the touch off and cleared. But still a precarious position. Astro hit it off the wall. You got to be careful for Grims. He misses. Little dummy. Oh, off the crossbar. Melodic comes through and scores.
Yep.
Ends the game. Southern Miss is now on the board.
That's a big one there. As you see, Astro just forces Bubs to defend the shot and doesn't get a good touch. Frostbite is there for just a second, but that's going to pinch essentially into his net. Didn't have the time to fully get possession of the ball. And with what was that, about a minute long overtime, if that?
6 minutes of no scoring.
Yeah, and you see 6 shots alone from Melodic, finally converts on one of them. 2 in total from Mizzou.
I mean,
Southern Miss continuing to put the pressure on.
9 shots to 2. Insane work by Mizzou's defense. They got clutch. They were clutch. Can't deny that.
Yeah, and the passing is still looking pretty solid, although I am seeing a lot of overshooting the ball. A lot of players are just kind of like jumping over ahead of it or over top of it, which is not quite characteristic of these players, especially with how consistent they've been. And the one I look to specifically is Melodic. He's the one that's usually very, very consistent no matter what, and he has been not struggling. I mean, he had 6 shots last game. Trust me, he's not. It's just I'm a little surprised to see him be a little less inconsistent with his possessions.
Yeah, but hey, little struggle there from him. But as you said before, I mean, he's the most mechanical player, so I'm pretty sure he might be able to clean it up in this match time, or he's just having one of those off days as a Rocket League player, which you can't really afford for if you're Southern Miss to have one of your good technical players be really struggling. But as I say that, still, I mean, it's 1-1. The last game, good prowess as he goes for the double, leaves off for somebody. Astro comes through, trying to get a shot off the post. Zach comes through, trying to set up another shot, but looks like Southern Miss is going to be retreating, trying to get some boost pads, and he's blown up by Bubs. Here comes Astro off the top rope. Zach comes through off the corner, trying something. A little bump for Frostbite, and Crim's able to take it, see if he has something going, but Astro interferes. Melodic, nice touch off the top. He comes through looking for the reset. No, he's going to get a bump, but Zath is there. It's going to be off the wall, and it's going to be nothing for Southern Miss.
Astro gets demoed there somehow. It was definitely not
Oh
the
my
one who should have
goodness.
been. That one doesn't float through. Astro has a clean possession or defensive touch just for a second, though, as Bubs is able to intercept it, tries a pinch off the ground, doesn't get there in time, so it'll bounce a little awkwardly. Now control from Crims, but he's going to have to call his teammate on target. Now that's going to allow Southern Miss to get more possession here. 50 from Zath, out to Crims. Pops it up again. Bub's shot, not going to go. Actually, not a shot. Looking for the backboard to go for the double. Astro bops it back again to Zath, and it's not going to mean much. Also, we see from game one, Astro did end up leaving the lobby. That was because he was changing cars into his Fennec, so I didn't get to bring that up last game, but he changed to a Fennec from an Octane. Melodic will get the demo there. Now Melodic comes through, has the reset, gets contested though. Now going to leave it for Astro. You see Southern Miss are playing so aggressive. Last semester and even parts of this semester, it feels like they've just improved so much on that front save from Frostbite, but Zap coming in to try and place the shot. You're trying to shoot around 3 players, so good luck.
Yeah, and again, the crossbar is looking like Southern Miss' worst enemy. Has been beaten, battered to a pulp the amount of times Southern Miss takes a shot, just hit off the top. Look at the pass where Melodic's going to do a double, and he just missed again, but hit the crossbar, but Astro has a chance. Leaving it for Zap.
Here comes
Going
Melodic
forward,
shot.
Melodic comes through, and he will
Go.
finally miss the crossbar and goes in the goal.
And the first double, I'm kind of surprised it doesn't go through for Melodic. He is usually very consistent on those doubles, but doesn't matter when you can follow through again and get a second chance. You don't get many of those against a squad like Mizzou, but here, Southern Miss has found a way to do just that. 2 minutes now on the game clock. Astro going to send it all the way down again. Melodic this time full boost, and that's going to lead to a litany of opportunity and chances for Southern Miss. Sends it all the way out to Zath. Here comes the bumps from Melodic, but Frostbite is there to control. Has 0 in the tank. He just has to leave it for his teammates, and this is really awkward if you're Mizzou right now. You need to find a way to get this out of your corner. Playing in the cornfield usually not going to lead to much other than getting lost in the sauce. Zath now out mid, has Astro, but couldn't get it down. Melodic keeps the possession for Southern Miss. Crims doesn't have a good touch out here. Also low on boost. Now Melodic out mid again. And it's a whiff from Zath.
You hate to see it, absolutely, but here's a chance off the double, but Frostbite comes through with the save. Mizzou needs to find a way to get to Southern Miss territory, but they are getting battered. As a little reset there, Astro takes a shot into the top left. Left it in by Zath with a good little piece, and he was able to get the reset right here, give him the extra boost, and then boom, leaves it off for Astro. Can't make up anything better.
Great pass, great shot there. And that is the assist game that I've been talking about. Overall, on the entire season, CCC, NACE, all of that, CRL, 87 assists on 123 goals. That is exactly what you want to see from this team. The teamwork is what's going to get you game victories. That one hits off the crossbar. Crims comes in too hot, too early, and now it's flying towards your net. Frostbite has to get a touch, has to get a second, does do both. Bub shot, Astro save, and again, denied the opportunity. If you're Mizzou, the Tigers are getting tamed.
Yep, and as 30 seconds go about it, Southern Miss playing lights out defense. They can manage. They can afford to take 1 goal if needed, just to get a good reset. But I mean, if you want the clean sheet, you're just gonna take it. Melodic's gonna have the ball. You're gonna have Astro's gonna be coming in, flying left. Gonna be able to get this touch away from the goal, nice and safe and sound. Zath able to respawn, gets reset. Playing good defense for Southern Miss. They just need a time waste. Zath able to. Mizzou has a chance for something, but Melodic's going to let it hit the ground. No, Crim has something to say about it, but then game over. Match 2. Match game number 3 goes to Southern Miss.
Yeah, and at the end there, I mean, the last, 10 seconds realistically don't matter that much considering they were doing a good job of wasting the time, and you're down 2, so.
Hey, it's all about the clean sheets.
It is.
It's always going to
And
go
look at the
against a
shots
tough
category,
squad.
by the way. 10 in total from Southern Miss. Their average of shots per game on the season is 10 shots per game. So they're keeping up exactly where their normal pace is at. And you can see the saves category for Mizzou only at 4. So a couple missed, but realistically, you're still winning 2-0. So 1 more game, and you have taken down Mizzou. Frostbite going to give Mizzou a couple minutes here to talk. I say minutes, it's like seconds realistically, but just going to talk things over and figure out what they're doing wrong here. And realistically, you got starved that game. That was exactly what Mizzou did in the first game. They were starving Southern Miss a lot in the boost category, and Southern Miss simply just responded by doing it back.
Yep.
And that's by increasing your pace, controlling the ball a lot more often, and collectively finding each other in the midfield. It took them a little bit to find each other in the passing game, but now that the routes are opening up, now that they're seeing how the defense is being played by Mizzou, they're starting to understand where the openings are going to be, where they're going to find each other on the pitch, and that is allowing so many more opportunities for them to take advantage. And Zath, back wall, out to Melodic, has full boost, one-on-one with Bubs, and actually doesn't quite get there, but will end up getting the save. Astro off the back wall all the way out to Zath, now down to Melodic, and not going to be able to get there as Bubs is contesting. Here comes Frostbite now, dribbled over top of Crims, midfield, no one home. Zath, the first one to receive that across again is Bubs. Out to Frostbite, but he's going to put this one a little bit away from himself, and that's going to allow Astro and Melodic to both contest. Zath will be in the third man. Does get dunked, though. Melodic has to direct this one away. Does a decent job. Now Bubs, though, has again found a good touch. That one's in the midfield. Zath is there to respond first, though. Another solid defensive possession from Southern Miss. Now Zath has to find something, but Crims is there, not wide open net, but in that spot on the net specifically, it's wide open, and that's going to be goal number 1 to Mizzou.
Insane there from Crims, able to take a good advantage of some of the Miss defense. They were, a little bit of a shambles, able to capitalize and set them up for a good double, but now some of the Miss still got 3 minutes to go, down 1. Haven't been really trailing a lot since the first game, and besides that, Southern Miss was able to get on the board first. So he's going to see what Southern Miss can have in the bag as the lackluster play setting up there for Southern Miss. Was that able to get a chance, take a little chance? Astro comes through, shot there. Weird that it didn't look like a shot from our POV.
And that's going to be in. That's just in the net for Mizzou. I saw the redirect, and I knew that there was no one back before the demo came in, and that is going to be goal number 2. Now, you still got a lot of time to make this one up if you are Southern Miss, so it's not really hitting the panic button yet, and also you're up to 1 in the series, so you can still rely on Game 5 being there, but not what you want to go to in a series like this. Bubs tries to redirect a shot onto net, not going to be able to do so. Crims now dribbling through, passes out to Bubs, but Bubs isn't there in time. Melodic now with an opportunity, goes for the solo play, tries to dribble downfield, gets a bump, but Bubs is the one with possession. Now out to Crims, shot on target, but Zath able to send that one out to the right wall. So Southern Miss will continue to stabilize, but they are still down 2. They're going to need to find a goal in ideally the next minute or so, and they'll give themselves plenty of time to get another goal on deck, as that one's handed straight down to Zath. As I said, a goal in the next minute or so, and it was about 20 seconds after I said it.
I mean, yeah, look at this reset allows double reset from Melodic, able to. Was that a deflection from the Mizzou player?
I believe so.
Sets it up perfectly for Zach, which I'm pretty sure that might have been the play. Well, no, Melodic tends to like to go for the double pass. But, hey, it still works off for Southern Miss. Now down by 1 with 2.5 to go. Melodic's going to be trying to see if he can outplay Krim. Able to. Gets the good deflection, but he's going to be down in boost. Gets the 100. Bub's going to try to make something magic, but it got overworked. 2 ahead of the ball. Zath with the clear. Crims has a chance. Going to look for the reset. Take a shot. What a save by Melodic.
Huge save there, too.
And here's the counter. Goes through. Off the pinch. Off the wall. One goes by. Oh, my goodness. Little dribble action there. Astro tries to do the 50. Can't really go much there. Zath just takes a shot.
He looked to pass that mid, but there's really no one ready for that pass, so it'll go all the way back to their corner. Melodic, though, dribbles it around 1, looks to get it around 2, has done so. The third, though, is up. That's Bubs. Now looking for his teammates and unable to find him. Melodic will again go out for this one. Reset, gets at least a touch over top, but isn't able to fully control it. So Zath will have to find his own solo play. Gets it off the ceiling. Can he get down in time? It's a little bit of a unintentional touch from Bubs. Melodic, though, will send that one away once more. Astro in the midfield, or actually on the wall. Astro goes for the bump, can't fully get it. If he gets a demo onto Crims, that's a goal. But unfortunately, didn't really have the momentum to do so. Only got a small bump, as Bubs will now be the one to take possession just for a second. We'll get it down to the corner, not able to get anything else out of that. Now Crims gets the ball poked away from him. 1 minute remaining. Southern Miss running out of time here for the comeback in Game 4. Frostbite around 1. Astro was back. Again, racking up the saves here for Southern Miss. Melodic looks to send it around. Again, this ball is just stuck in the corner. Southern Miss need to send it away, but here comes Bubs. Has a chance for a double, not able to get it there. Crims is not in position. Astro and Zath, a little bit of whiffage there. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Frostbite should be here for a double, but Astro again poking it away. Crims shot off. This Melodic will send it away. 20 seconds, though. You are getting held in your half. A huge reset there from Frostbite. Going to allow Mizzou to continue putting pressure on, forcing these defenders of Southern Miss to use their boost to sit back. And now you've got 10 seconds. You got maybe one more play, but you can't even get it out of your own half. It's looking more and more like we're going to see a Game 5. Melodic not able to get a touch, and that will be 50 to the ground. Game 5 here in NACE.
Another 2-1 loss from Southern. And Mizzou, towards the back half of that match, really flipped the script. How Southern Miss was able to do them the game before, boost star them, and just pin them in their own half. And then Mizzou just started just taking everything and putting Southern Miss in a tough position where they can't really get out just because they can prevent the goals, but they can't really get anything going when they have no boost because Mizzou's just flying across. Now, they did have a chance from last match. I was trying to muster up the words to say. They had a chance to score, but Melodic had a random demo on Frostbite, which then allowed him to respawn and get in position to block that goal because Frostbite was nowhere near the play, and he just demoed and it failed for Southern Miss. But here we go. Goes up with the ball. Comes down, Astro, trying to see the double for Zath. A little pass, layoff, but can't. Now Mizzou on the counter. Melodic's going to be there. Sent the answer, sent the call. Precarious situation. Mizzou's trying to capitalize on the stalling there from Melodic.
Yeah, not the greatest dribble in the world, but also he kept it just high enough in the air, so it wasn't a huge issue. As a shot from Bubs forces Astro into a bit of an awkward save. Now it's going to be another shot. Open net. Frostbite on the board first for Mizzou. I didn't get a great look at the rotation there. Zath maybe putting a little too much on the ball, but I'm not sure who was supposed to be back there. I didn't get a good glance at it as we saw the touch from Zath. So Southern Miss leaving the net wide open there in that rotation, and that's going to lead to the first goal. But ideally, that's kind of when you would want a goal to come through if there had to be one. As you can see, you can get it back immediately. Zath will respond with the speed. 4:09, and we've got 2 goals already.
Oh, my goodness. This might be an onslaught. Just look at Zath comes out flying, but Melodic able to leave it off for him if that was the play. But we're going to say that's the play. And it's 1-1 all, as you say. Now, let's see how well. Now, both of these teams, they have done what each other have done, basically. Boost star, forced to play defense, rampage shots through. Bombard shots through. Melodic, Astro, no boost, just flying to the air. Like, it's going to be
mid boost, and it got stolen.
It's going to be an interesting game 5.
And the whiff, okay. A little more whiffage in the SSL lobby than you would normally expect, to be honest with you, from both teams. Melodic gets a huge bump onto Crims. That's going to allow Zath to get control for just a second here, but it's a really awkward set of touches. Melodic going to have to take control, and he is very good at doing just that. Now looking to dribble, has the flick ready to go, but gets blocked by Bubs. Zath will 50 this one all the way out mid. Bubs the first one on possession, gets the reset. Not a very clean one. Won't get much power or really direction on the ball either. Astro sending this one over to Zath. Here comes the bump. That's a wide
Oh
open
my
net, but
God!
Zath unable to connect on the shot, and even so, Bubs was still in net for that.
But still, that was an opportunity that Southern Miss missed. The bump there from Astro was blocking Bubs, and then Zash just put too much on it and hit the crossbar. He just had to let the ball go in.
Yeah, and that's just one you definitely are going to work back, but no boost to really dribble properly from Bubs. Crims, though, does have it, not for very long, as he's going to pretty much use all of it to get into that rotation on the corner. Astro also a 0 boost. It feels like no one in this lobby ever has boost, but Melodic will be the one to take it around town, and it's not going to go very
centered.
far. It's blocked by his own teammate.
Harrius Melodic now has a chance. He's going to go through it. Blocked there from Frostbite. Zach comes through, but then Krim off the wall.
Oh, Astro
opportunity, but Krim doesn't have any boost.
Like I said, no one has boost in this lobby. I don't know what's happening.
Here's Bubs. He had boost. Didn't make anything out of it. Melodic now clears the ball, and Frostbite is going to recuperate through. Leaves it off. Melodic with the whiff and a 50 there from Astro and Krim. Here's Frostbite. Can he get nothing going? Zach comes through to disrupt. Krim's able to get past Melodic, but Zath is still there. Is really going to be Southern Miss. Comes through with a save from Melodic. Saying before, Southern Miss had a chance to lead in this match, but then a little whiffage there from Zath. Astro comes through with a save. Bubs. Man, these players, they are just boost starving themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's because of the pace of the game. Like, it comes to a point where everyone is moving so fast.
Oh,
everyone
great
can't
demo.
move fast.
Melodic tried to block Krim. Unable to. Bubs now has a chance with a bump there from Melodic.
Not going to go. Now Melodic again with a 50 low boost, and that's just going to be forced through by Astro. Zath is here for a possession, dribbles it off the wall, or sorry, touches it off the wall. Now Melodic coming through a huge 50 all the way to the opposite side of the pitch. Astro has boost here now, looks for it in the corner, whiff from Frostbite, has Crims behind him. Now Frostbite is behind Crims. Melodic has to go back here, but this is where he does very well. He has that coast-to-coast touch, and is out of boost, goes for the reset, fakes it out. Zath off the backboard is Astro there to shoot.
Oh my goodness!
Goal! Astro off the play from Zath and Melodic. 34 seconds on the clock, and they have a chance to end this game right here.
Insane work from Southern Miss. The team played the setup and then the let-off pass. You can't appreciate fundamentals Rocket League right there. This is Rocket League.
Huge three-man play as now Melodic looks to make one of his own, gets the reset and the air bump on the Crimson net, forcing Bubs to all the way go back out for this touch. Gets a nice little flick there, but it's going to be sent out to Astro and Melodic. 15 seconds and Southern Miss will have clinched the series. Astro down to Zath, shot on target, but 2 players in net. You've got one more opportunity if you are Mizzou. Off the ceiling, Frostbite down to Crims, blocked by
It's not over
Zath.
yet. He has the 100 boost. Melodic comes through. It's going to be in the air. Frostbite has a chance, but then Zach's going to pin on the ground. Southern Miss wins the series.
Call that an upset if you want. The 30th overall team taking down number 17, but we certainly knew that these two teams were very evenly matched regardless of the standing or the rankings. The rankings mainly coming out of CRL Open 3 where they did not have the greatest time, but regardless, take that as you will.
Indeed not. Well, guys, thank you all for watching, and of course,
Whoa.
thank you all for watching. Of course, if you want to check out any updates or anything that we're having tomorrow, which what are we having tomorrow? Call of Duty tomorrow. Make sure you check out our social media handles, Southern Miss Esports. Not only are we here on Twitch, we also have a YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And mostly follow our Twitter, as we're going to be posting everything throughout our program daily. Now, for us, Southern Miss
To the top. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Call of Duty.